Hello there, Virgo. Welcome to your October 2023 money and career reading. My name is Victoria. This is Radiant Moon Tarot. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm always grateful for every single one of you. So Virgo, let's have a look and see what we've got. Just a reminder for you all that October is eclipse season. We've got a solar eclipse with the new moon in Libra on the 14th or 15th of October, depending on your time zone. And we've got a full moon eclipse, a partial lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus on the 28th, 29th of October. And eclipses can bring uncertainty. They can bring some chaos. They can bring surprises. They can open the doors. They're an opportunity to cleanse and purge. Sometimes really the wording of that is to expect the unexpected, right? Because you just never know sometimes what is going to happen around that time. It can really, really, really shake things up and create a little bit of chaos, but through the chaos can bring new beginnings, new opportunities. It can bring things to fruition for you. We are in autumn. It's a time of harvest, of reaping some rewards. So for some of you, especially with that full moon, you've got some final decisions that you're making about things. Sometimes, yes, there's endings with that full moon, but it's to make room for the new, it's to make room for something better. But some of you have some things coming to fruition, and that can be very exciting for you. So work with the moon cycles, work with the eclipses. A lot of times it depends on your energy. Normally, like a new moon energy, we would take advantage of the new moon and we would set intentions for something new. So in this particular, with eclipses, the energy tends to be very intense. It's also very long lasting, right? So eclipses take about 6 months to really play out in the energy. So the energy that's activated here today, for some of you, some things can happen really fast, but for others of you, it can play out over the next 6 months, right? And so with the energy being really intense, with the eclipses, sometimes depending on how your energy is and how you connect with the moon cycles, you may not necessarily want to set intentions at the eclipse season. So you might want to use these eclipses to do things like meditate and contemplate and, connect with nature, go for a walk, clear your head, connect with your heart, do a little soul searching, right? Think about, what am I meant to do? What's truly going to make me happy, right? What kind of career path do I want? Am I on the right track? Am I where I want to be? Am I making the money that I want? What's really important? So you may be asking all those big questions at this time and really kind of just working on your energy and getting your thoughts and emotions clear, right? And that can really help you in that, right? Very calming and very soothing when we engage in those activities. So that can really be to your advantage there with that. But if you really love the moon cycles and you really connect with eclipses, I love eclipses. I work with the moon all the time, obviously. But eclipses for me are especially fun. And it relates back to my childhood as well, and probably some past life stuff. But I always viewed eclipses as mystical and magical and wonderful. And they're just like, they light something up inside me. So if you feel that way with the moon energies, hell yeah, set those intentions, because they will really, really pack a punch. All right. But we do have blessed energy coming in here for you guys. This is beautiful. All right. This is one of the most wonderful cards in the deck. And this does bring blessings into you. So some really positive energy, doors opening for you, things coming to fruition for you. This is a reminder as well, count your blessings. Okay, a good reminder to do that at this time of year. And of course, depending on where you live, if you're in Canada and I think some other countries, you've got Thanksgiving in October. I'm not sure who celebrates it, but Thanksgiving is always a good time to express gratitude and give thanks. And of course, when we express gratitude, we get more things to be grateful for, and it also elevates our energy, right? So we want to do that. We want to live in a circulatory energy. The energy we put out, we want it to flow back to us, and of course, hopefully in the form of money and opportunities, right? That would be really wonderful. So count your blessings. But I do think that for some of you, there's just a magical energy that is around you. It is card 22. Twos are about decisions, right? Twos are where we go within, we think about what we want, and we decide something really important. Twos also remind you that you have all of the wisdom and knowledge that you need to make the right choices for yourself. All right. But twos are also about balance and harmony. And with the Libran new moon, 14th, 15th October, okay, this can bring some luck for some of you in your personal relationships. Okay, lucky in love for some of you. And this can affect your finances in a wonderful way, right? Especially if you like, two people, you're single, maybe you're not living together at the moment, you decide to live together or get married, whatever that happens to be for you. And all of a sudden, it's like you've doubled your money because now you're living together, you're sharing you're sharing expenses, you're sharing the rent or whatever it happens to be for you. And it's like, oh, I've got all this extra money. So not only do you have love, but you also have more cash, right? And so that's a pretty good thing. So some of you've got some really positive things going on in your love life that do affect your money situation there as well. But in that Libran energy, this does bring about balance for us. So balancing your bank account, balancing your budget, finding more balance in your life, your balance between work and home. And so if you're in a situation where you might be working multiple jobs to meet ends meet, or maybe you've been working a lot of extra hours, right? Maybe it's just been a really busy time in your workplace, or maybe there's been some projects on the go, or whatever that happens to be for you, but maybe you haven't been spending much time on home or at home, taking care of your own needs or having fun. So the twos can represent finding that nice balance in your life some way. You might need to get creative and you might need to make some changes to do that, okay? But you might be encouraged to do that now. For some of you, if you're in a job right now that's like soul sucking and it takes up so much of your time, or you come home and you're so stressed that you can't enjoy life, you might be making some very important decisions there to make some incredibly big changes in your life. But we've got community coming in here for you as well. And the community card is a wonderful energy. It is card number 8. So 8s are about abundance and manifestation, and but it's also about infinite potential. It brings in flexibility and adaptability. And in this particular energy with community, it reminds you that number one, you may have some sort of support system out there to help you out. This can also represent people working together, people helping people, right? I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine, in a very supportive environment. So if you're in a workplace right now, right, most people, to make more money, we got to work for it, right? And, so in this energy here, this is really asking the big question: are you in the environment that you want to be in? Are you feeling supported in your workplace, or are you feeling like you're in no man's land and you're just on an island somewhere? And so this is opening doors of opportunity for you to connect with like-minded people, to get out there and do maybe a little bit of networking as well. Okay, and that can actually open the doors to new opportunities, because you get out there, you mingle, you talk, maybe there's some trade shows you can go to, job fairs, that kind of thing. And this is where you can, sometimes when we meet people face to face, right, you get to chatting, your chemistry working, right, you got, some good energy going on. And this can be like, hey, what are you doing right now, right? Are you happy where you are? And this is where you can get recruited or headhunted or something in a positive way. So, but this is a reminder to think about the environment that you're in right now, and is it supportive? And do people help each other out, right? Doesn't mean you have to be laughy and giddy and get along every single day, but ultimately, right, are there people that are supportive of each other? If that's not the environment that you're in with that community card, there might be some opportunities for you to connect and to find something a little bit different that's going to suit your needs in a better way. So, but ultimately though, there are supportive people around you somewhere. So if you are in a little bit of a conundrum, or if you do need a little bit of support, right? Maybe you are tired, or maybe you need like a babysitter or something, right? Reach out to friends, family, whatever that happens to be for you. And you just might get that support that you're looking for. All right. So we also do have time for a nap. And, I think Leo got this card as well. So some of you might have Leo in your chart somewhere. There might be something for you over there in that reading. But time for a nap is you're tired, you're exhausted, right? You need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of your energy. So some of you, it's time for a vacation, or it's time for try and find a couple of days off. Or again, try and think about how can I restore more balance and harmony in my work life, my home life, and how can I get more time for myself, right? Because we don't enjoy life if we're exhausted. Some of you here, you're being encouraged to sleep on something. So just like the blessed energy, right? You might have some wonderful things happening in your world, okay, or your ability to find those wonderful things. And with the time for a nap, sleep on something. If you're trying to make a big decision and you're not sure what to do, or you're not sure what's right, go to bed, sleep on it. Before you go to bed, maybe say a couple of affirmations, or maybe ask a big question, and maybe your question will be answered in your dreams. And because when we're sleeping, our subconscious is what rules the night. This can be where there is something revealed to you via your dreams, via your subconscious, right? And you can wake up in the morning with maybe a fresh perspective or some answers that you're looking for. So it can be, our dreams are always very interesting. Okay, so this can be time for you to I think that for some of you, there's something going on where you do have some support, or you've got some really positive changes going on. You're making good decisions. And with the time for a nap energy, it's like putting your mind at ease, right? So it's like, oh, I can breathe a sigh of relief. So some of you have been through the ringer, you've been through some ups and downs, and this is where, you can really just kind of shrug your shoulders and shake off some stress and feel a little bit better about your situation. We've got the Five of Pentacles that also showed up in the Leo reading. We don't love that, but we do love the Ace of Wands. That's always very exciting. And we've got the King of Swords. Okay, so some of you are having a very important conversation that's going to really turn the tables on your ability to make money. And because with the King of Swords, this can be a very influential person in your life, and someone who, Ace of Wands, has some sort of opportunity for you. And this is going to get you out of this Five of Pentacles rut that you might be in. The Five of Pentacles lack mentality. It's where we don't have what we want. We feel left out. We feel as though we're not included. We feel as though we can't afford things, right? And all of that. And so with that particular energy, we don't want to be on the outside looking in. We've got a little Sasquatch on the bottom of that card looking at those campers having a great time. So we don't want to be on the outside looking in. We want to be in the inner circle. And with the Ace of Wands coming in here, this can be something new, something exciting. The Ace of Wands is quite often something manifesting in your world, especially with like your career path, that kind of thing. It brings in some passion, some goals, some dreams, new beginnings, or a new way of doing something with your current situation, breathing fresh life into something. It can be an elevation of your job, maybe taking something up to the next level, okay? Or it can just be you really being like, okay, I don't like where I am right now. I'm not getting what I want. With the Five of Pentacles, I'm not making enough money. I'm not supported, right? I feel like, everyone's just out for number one. And with the Ace of Wands, you're like, aha, I'm going to go on a quest. I'm going to go and look for what makes me happy. I'm going to follow my goals, my dreams. And there's something here that's lighting that spark, lighting that fire. And I'm going to take initiatives. I'm going to take some initiatives. So, and this can be you taking action, figuring out what's going to light your fire, right? And you're opening those doors of opportunity. But there is a little bit of a reminder here with the Five of Pentacles. We're sometimes quite often focused so much on the one thing, or the thing that we don't have, or we're just, not seeing the big picture, because the Five of Pentacles does say there's solutions, there's offers, there's opportunities out there, but we need to do something a little bit differently, or we need to open our mind, or we need to ask for help, right? Help and resources are available. Community card, okay, but we need to ask for it, right? We need to knock on that door. We need to walk up to this group of campers having a good time and say, hey, can I join the party? My name's Bob, right? And, so you just never know what might happen when you put yourself out there. So the Ace of Wands is lighting that fire in your soul. It's really lighting you up in a way that you're not going to take something lying down. You're feeling more inspired. You're feeling more positive in this energy. And the aces are always a gift. They're a gift from the universe, right? It's this fresh energy, and new and exciting opportunities, okay, or your ability to really set some positive intentions and make something happen for yourself. And with the King of Swords that's here, okay, this can be somebody who you have a very important conversation with in the months ahead, right? And so this can be someone you already know, like your boss, right? Like, hey, there's a new position opening up in Bob's department, okay? And how do I get that, right? How do I apply? What do I need to do? What's the process? And so you could be having a very interesting conversation with somebody about that. The King of Swords can represent someone who maybe you seek out for some advice, financial advice, possibly, right? It's like, I want to make my money work for me. I don't want to work so hard for my money. The Ace of Wands, it's like, aha, I know I need to do something different. Maybe I need to invest. Maybe I need to, look at my money a little bit differently. And maybe the King of Swords might be somebody that can help you out in that way. The King of Pentacles would probably be a little bit better, but if there's some negotiation or anything like that, or if you're just looking for maybe some advice or some wisdom, right, the King of Swords is a very positive influence on that. So this can be someone who you talk to, and this can be a really big turning point for you, and it can open some new doors or some fresh perspectives for you there. So the Ace of Wands, a very exciting energy. We love seeing the aces, okay, but the King of Swords can also be you. The King of Swords is stepping up, taking the lead, being authoritative in your world, right? And the King of Swords always has clarity and a sense of purpose. So you're clear on what it is you want, you're communicating effectively, and you might be putting yourself out there and applying for jobs. You might not necessarily get a yes with everything. Okay. Remember, not every opportunity that you find is always meant for you. So always listen to your gut, always trust your instincts there, because sometimes we can get something really exciting, but there's something missing with the Five of Pentacles, right? So something really positive, but there's some undertone there. So it could be a really exciting job opportunity, maybe with the Ace of Wands, maybe like a startup or a new department or something like that. And initially, Five of Pentacles, it may not pay you what you want, but there is potential to turn things around, right? And so something for the future. So you might get on the ground floor of something. Maybe it's an investment, maybe it is a job, whatever it happens to be. So, but there is potential there in that. So we need to look at that there as well. But it's a very decisive energy with the King of Swords. Okay, so whatever decisions you're making, you are making the right decisions for yourself and creating some very positive change. We've got the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands. So you're on a mission here, baby. And we have the Emperor. Wow. Not only are you large and in charge, but you are taking action. You're not taking anything lying down. We do have two knights coming out here. So some of you, maybe you've got multiple opportunities. You got multiple doors opening up for you, or there's things that are really starting to take off for you in a positive way in the month ahead. And it's because you're making decisions, because you are embracing your inner power, your authority, because you're feeling confident about yourself. And this is your opportunity to make things happen. And all of a sudden, boom, right? It's like the world is at your feet right now. So it's a really great energy there. But knights are always on a quest. They're on a mission. They're on a goal. They have a destination in mind, right? And in the upright, which these are, the knights are successful. So great conversations, opening lines of communication, asking for what it is that you want, maybe demanding in some cases, but watch your words, because sometimes a demand can come across as a little bit temperamental, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to push people away. We want to speak our demands in a way that it comes off as more of negotiation than anything else. And the King of Swords, as your energy, right, your powers of persuasion and negotiation are very much on point, okay, with that. So, but we do have this Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords can bring about some really great news, right? Knight of Swords is quite often like one hell of a messenger, coming in here, delivering you some news, some information, and this can really kickstart something for you. And it's often something here that you need to act upon, right? It's a very action-oriented very action-oriented kind of energy, right? It's like we've got this information, we've got this news, we've got this invitation, whatever it happens to be, and we've got to act upon it. And with the Knight of Wands, right, we've got the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is like, I'm on it, babe. I'm on it. I'm going. I'm getting it. I'm not going to stop until I drop. I'm not going to stop until I hit that finish line. So it is something very exciting here. You're feeling inspired. You're feeling you've got motivation. You've got the energy to do things, which is excellent. So I feel like if you've been stuck in a rut for a little bit with that Five of Pentacles, maybe nothing's been happening. There's nothing exciting. All you do is bleed money. You know, maybe you've been looking for a job, or maybe your investments have been a little bit stuck, that kind of thing. I think there's like big doors that are opening for you guys in the month ahead, right? And with that Knight of Wands, it's like, yep, I'm on it. I've got this. I'm just going to take action. And, you know, just be a little bit aware. Just be a little bit aware of being overly impulsive. Okay, and remember the time for a nap energy. Take a step back and sleep on something. Okay, because the Knight of Swords can represent a very impulsive energy. And so we just need to be a little bit aware of that. I mean, it's upright, so it is positive. Okay, but, you know, it does carry that energy of impulsive, right? Like, I've got to do this now, right? Time is of the essence. Oh my God, I got to pounce on this opportunity. And while you might need to pounce on an opportunity, okay, or, you know, initiate a conversation, right? We do want to make sure that we do a gut check, that we just make sure we know what we want to say and how we want to present ourselves, because the King of Swords that's here with the Emperor can be an incredibly important conversation with somebody. And with that King of Swords and the Knight of Swords, it's like excited opportunity, okay? And that Knight of Wands as well, right? We're excited, we're on fire, we're confident. The Knight of Wands exudes confidence and is quite often very irresistible, okay, in that energy. But we do want to make sure that we are knowing when to speak, knowing when to take action, and knowing when to kind of step back or shut our yap a little bit, right? We can talk ourselves into something just as easily as we can talk ourselves or someone out of something. So just be aware of that. We don't want to over communicate. We want to communicate clearly, decisively, and with purpose, right? Just like that Knight of Swords, right? Or just like the King of Swords, right? The Knights can be a little bit slightly on the more chatty side, shall we say, whereas the King of Swords was watch the words wisely. All right. But I do think here, because we do have an Emperor, so for some of you here, you're very much taking charge of your situation. You're in a position of strength, of power. You're feeling like a strategy has paid off. Okay. Because remember the Five of Pentacles, right? There's opportunity there, there's doors, but we need to change our approach. We need to strategize. We need to take an alternate direction, right? Do something a little bit differently. And the Emperor energy is really good at tapping into that, because the Emperor is all about strategy, right? Taking that lead, being very decisive, but also a little bit flexible, because the Emperor, right, is all four kings rolled into one and rules an empire, right? Kings rule kingdoms, emperors rule empires, and you don't get to rule all of the empires without knowing when to hold them, when to fold them, right? When to stick to your strategy that you've laid out, or when to switch things up a little bit, right? One of the keys to success is being willing to do little changes and tweaks along the way. Okay, so this is you really stepping into your own personal power here with this energy, being flexible and knowing that whatever you've put in motion is paying off for you. Some of you have some very wonderful things that are happening here in October, and you're going to reap the rewards. This can be the Emperor leveling up in your career. Maybe you've got that managerial role that you've been looking for, or maybe you found people that you can partner up with in a really positive way in this energy, because the Emperor is a big boss energy, right? But with the King of Swords and the Emperor, this can be very much advice. So seeking out advice from a professional about your money, about your career path, okay, about how to plan for the future, that kind of thing. So maybe some financial planning for some of you is going to be very important in the month ahead, okay? Some of you might even be in this energy, like seeking out like a career counselor or something. Is quite often the Emperor is that advice card, right? And, you know, so you could be doing that, something like that, where the Five of Pentacles can be where you're paying out money, right, to improve your situation. So you could be taking a class, you could be paying for someone's advice, right? You know, and that can really help you in your situation. So the Five of Pentacles, even though it's a challenging card, because it is one of lack or loss, but it can be in the rest of the energy here for a specific purpose and can really pay off for you. All right. So if you are paying for some financial guidance or assistance, right? Or if you're paying somebody to give you like a career assessment, what should I really be doing? Like, what does my personality say? You know, that kind of thing, that can really pay off for you. It is very people-y in your reading, and we have community card up here as well. So there might be multiple people that you either are working with, partnering up with. This could be new, right? And this can be really positive for you. It can bring you in some more money, can bring you in some different or better experiences in your world, right? Maybe you attend a workshop again, or maybe that networking opportunity. And this can really open some doors to some exciting things for you, right? Because you just never know who you might meet, right? Maybe you meet, you know, Emperor Joe over here, and you don't even know that, you know, that he's like the leader of a CEO of a big company, right? He might be at this event or something like that in jeans and a t-shirt or something, and maybe you just get chatting with them and they're like, hey, I kind of like you, you know, and you just never know, right? And I've been in those situations before, where I've gone to these things. It's like, oh, I don't want to go to this work thing, but I guess I have to, you know. It's like, it's really not my jam, right? And then you end up meeting some very interesting people sometimes. So you just never know, right? So if you do have those opportunities to get yourself out there a little bit, you might want to take them. Okay. Yeah. At the very least, maybe you get a free lunch or something like that, or like a morning off of work or something like that, but it could be really positive for you. Okay. But the Emperor can really represent you getting what it is you want, right? And feeling good about it, right? Feeling really successful in your world here. But I do feel that some of you have multiple opportunities and you might need to make a decision or three. We've got the Chariot card coming in there. The Page of Pentacles, new job, more money, and we've got the Four of Wands. Wow. Okay, so talk about getting what it is that you want. Yes, you absolutely do. So the Chariot card, let's talk about the Chariot card. This is a card of destiny, and this is a card of everything coming into alignment for you, your energy coming into alignment, your action matching your spirit, right? Because quite often our mind, our imagination, our spirit can be leaps and bounds ahead of our physical action. Well, this is where things come together. The Chariot is one of moving forward, usually quite speedily, and overcoming anything that's in your path. And why? This is one of confidence and success. This is you coming into alignment with your destiny. So we got some fated energy going on here. Okay, something is meant to happen. Something is meant for you. Whatever that looks like for you, things are lining up for you. But the Chariot, we get moving and shaking. We overcome things. We overcome the Five of Pentacles. Why? Because of our actions. This is a card of ambition, of confidence, of knowing what you want, and of going for it. Just like the Emperor energy here, which is Aries energy, right? Aries initiates things, takes action. Ace of Wands, we're taking action. The Knight of Wands, we're taking action. The Knight of Swords, we're taking action, right? Where you're not taking anything lying down. And with that Chariot energy, it's like, yes, I did it. I did it. I got here because of what I did, right? And it's an awesome, awesome energy, right? But again, it's one of destiny, right? So there's something going on that is meant to happen. And of course, we do have the eclipses, which bring in fated events, right? So things that are meant to happen or realigning you on the path that you're meant to be on if you have strayed, and maybe taken one divine detour. So this is a very exciting energy with the Chariot card, right? So victory, success are very much yours. And here's the thing, you could have some money coming in, or again, you could have some money going out. We do have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles, right with that Chariot card, okay, this can be you moving towards a new job, right? The Pages bring in news. They also bring in the new. And the Page of Pentacles brings in money, information that's invaluable for your money and for your career path. Can bring in bonuses, raises, new jobs. It can also bring in purchases as well. And with the Chariot card being movement, forward movement, lots of forward movement in your energy. So again, if you've been feeling like you're stuck, boom, okay, those floodgates are open for you. And so with the Chariot right beside the Page of Pentacles, either some of you maybe are getting a job or an opportunity where you have to travel for work. Okay, it could be like a salesperson or something, especially with your shrewd negotiation skills with that King of Swords. Okay, it can be something here where you purchase a new car, right? Would you be in the Five of Pentacles energy if you bought a car? Hell yeah. But would it bring you something that you want, something you desire, something that you've worked for and you reward yourself with? Hell yeah. Is it probably also something that's practical with the Page of Pentacles that you need in your life? Yes, right? We all want reliable transportation. So the Chariot can represent a vehicle. All right, but it can also represent movement as well. And we do have a Four of Wands coming in here. So again, right back to that Libran energy, focusing on love and relationships. Okay, this can be where something really positive is happening with a personal relationship, okay, in your life. And this can have a very positive impact on your finances. Okay, so that Four of Wands is celebration no matter how you look at it, okay, regardless of what's going on in your world. But it is kind of like a halfway to marriage card, like an engagement card, that kind of thing. But it also does bring in celebrations. So I think there's something here to be very, very excited about. And again, it starts with a seed of opportunity with that Ace of Wands. So some of you are very much just setting intentions and you're ready for action. You're making all the right moves that you need to get to where you want to get to, right? But for some of you, you've got some really great things coming to fruition for you, either in October or not too far after that, okay? Because the Wands are very quick energy. The Chariot tends to be fairly quick. In the upright, the air energy is very quick there as well. We do have the Page of Pentacles, and Pentacles energy does tend to be quite slow. But with all of the other speedy energy coming in here, this could be just an energy of there's something very exciting. There's something that I'm discovering, and I'm not going to be too impulsive, right? Because the Pentacles energy can kind of slow down these nights just a little bit. So again, this is where we kind of just take a step back. We make sure we have all the information that we need. The Page of Pentacles is very good at getting information. Make sure you have all the information that you need, and then off to the races that you go. So it can temper the fiery energy down just a little bit, right? Which probably works well for you, okay, in the month ahead, because that way you don't feel like you're on the top of a roller coaster, you know, facing a giant downhill and going, whoa, thinking, leave my stomach back there, right? So this can kind of just slow it down just a little bit, just so that you can kind of, you know, get your wits and senses about you. But the Page of Pentacles with that Chariot card can bring about such wonderful, wonderful things in your world, okay, and something that can be quite rewarding for you. And can also bring in those new investments, right? Investment opportunities for you as well. But the Four of Wands, okay, we've got two fours. We've got 4 right on top of each other there. So that's significant in that energy. And fours bring about stability and security, especially in your home, your career, your private life, right? So all of these things, you're feeling a lot more grounded, a lot more stable, a lot more secure. In this energy, this can set the stage for your future, right? So whatever decisions you're making, they're paying off. But the Four of Wands is an energy of abundance and success and achieving a goal, achieving a dream, getting where you want to get to, or at least halfway there, right? And so it is a cause for celebration. It is a cause for excitement. So something to rejoice, something to sing to the world about. Now, the Four of Wands as well can be, that energy where, we achieve a certain element of success, but there's still a little bit of desire for more. But Four of Wands is also can be a very people-y card, right? It's where people get together in a jovial environment, right? In a fun environment. We're drinking, we're eating, we're socializing, we're having a good time. So again, for some of you, some sort of community event or some sort of people-y event here can bring you opportunities. And maybe it's something you travel to, the Chariot card, or at least you hop in the car and drive. Okay. But this is where something really positive can happen, whether it just opens your eyes to something or whether you learn something. Page of Pentacles can be learning something, or whether you're meeting new people and opening up opportunities for you. Again, something in like, an event that with other people can really be very positive for you and very beneficial, right? So take advantage of those opportunities, those business networking. Maybe you go to a golf event, maybe it's like company Christmas party, a learning event as well. Page of Pentacles, learning. Sometimes we go to like those seminars or those trade shows and things. And again, it can be a really good thing for you if that is something in your world. But a lot of success and abundance and new beginnings and improvements as well. The Page of Pentacles can be a level up, right? From where you are right now. It can also be, again, money, right? Money, 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 money. We like money. All right. Money is one of those necessary evils, right? And sometimes more money, more problems, but we have to have a roof over our head and we want to save for our future as well. So money is a necessary evil, but I think there's a lot of potential there. We have card number 30 coming out here. I am imaginative. You are an original, innovative thinker and an excellent communicator. Haha. You have a great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas, and your optimistic attitude has an uplifting effect on others. I am imaginative. Okay, and there is some leadership energy coming out there right there. We have card number 16. I am perceptive. You have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. You have a special ability to read into other people's feelings, a wisdom seeker, and your angels ask to share your knowledge for the benefit of others. So you might be the person here in that Emperor energy giving out advice and wisdom to others. So again, that leadership role may be in the cards for some of you. And then we've got 000. Infinity, everything comes full circle, right? This can represent new beginnings. Sometimes the Fool card is a 0. This can be where things are coming full circle for you, right? And, that 0, it's never ending, right? That circle of life. So we have, you are one with the Creator and there are no limits as to what you can achieve. You have the ability to create something new and incredible in your lifetime here on Earth. I am a creator. Remember, you have the ability to create the life that you want. The Chariot. Embrace your inner confidence. Embrace your strength. Things are coming into alignment for you. Your ambition, your willpower, your strategies all can pay off for you now. All right. I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If there was, please like this video. That really does help me out. I thank you so much for working. Subscribe too if you are so inclined, and you'll see more readings coming out from me. But I hope you have a wonderful month ahead. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you later. Bye.